Hey Scorpios, welcome to your reading for Leo season. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month. To my lovely loyal subscribers, welcome back guys. Let us see what we have. No need to worry, Scorpio. About time. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. No need to worry. Let's get one more there. Forgiving and learning. Okay, so as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in this present moment. Okay, so if we're having some family issues right now, this may be the main topic or focus in this energy that's coming around for you. You might even be more open to communicating with them, where maybe in the past you wasn't, happy to heal these rifts, and that you were just saying, okay, it is what it is. I'm just going to leave them be, or I've tried and I'm not going to try again. It might be that now the family have experienced themselves or healed themselves. It could be that you're at a stage where you're walking away from your family for that time on your own, that time to heal yourself. Best thing to do is always forgive for yourself, to let go. I remember specifically a reading that I said to Scorpios, stop forgiving when people aren't asking for forgiveness. But if you're carrying it with you, tell yourself, I forgive them because I learned from that experience. But if you keep any anger, any upset, it will manifest as something else within the body. So allow that release. You might even have found yourself very emotional at the first half of July, with it being a watery energy for you. So it could have been overwhelming, because I'm seeing like some people releasing by crying and emotions here. Other people releasing by reminiscing. Jupiter being retrograde right now will be fantastic for Scorpios. About time, right? So it will be a time where you feel quite relaxed and happy and no need to worry. It's like, don't worry about a thing. So you might have that sort of vibe going on, like a holiday time, just more chilled and like, yeah, I forgive them. I learned a lot from them. I'm grateful that, let's say I was born into this family that rejected me, so that this was the path that I chose, so that I could learn to be me. I'm thankful they are them, so that I could become the me I am today, right? And in the grand scheme of things here, and that's what I feel she's saying, in the grand scheme of things, there is no need to worry. Everything that's meant to be will always be. So maybe you had terrible family. Maybe you made a terrible family and it's your children. But it's like you agreed to this to become who you are, for them to become who they are. Okay? Maybe they're not terrible and you're all overly codependent on each other. And you need to learn to forgive for not knowing better as maybe a parent, and, forgive yourself and release that energy so that you can start moving forward, because it is a new cycle that's opening up for you here. Seven of Swords, yeah. So it could be negative thinking that, is still holding you back now. So maybe this could have been a long time ago, but it's still a thought in your mind. And this is why it's saying it's time to let go. It's time to release any lies, deceptions. And believe you me, I know about people telling lies about me. And it is something that you can carry with you here, as we see. With the Seven of Swords, we see somebody carrying it with it. So it's like you end up cheating yourself out of happiness. You ever noticed that as Scorpios, we can self-sabotage quite a lot? So you end up cheating yourself. You could feel cheated by the family here, or a romantic partner who, let's say you meet people romantically and they cheated on you and things like that, and it took you back to childhood issues, and that was your spiritual catalyst with that romantic partner in order to bring this healing to the surface. So what's happening here? You're being told there's no need to worry. Don't think about this experience as a negative. What was meant to be will always be. So if you're meant to be with that person, or you're meant to heal this family rift, it'll happen. So the only way we can cheat ourselves is by thinking negatively here, especially when it's a good time for us, because, you know, we're always transforming and changing and adapting to other people. You know, when it's time to enjoy, we might forget how to enjoy those moments when nothing is happening. Nothing's going wrong. But we're always, okay, it's too good to be true. What's coming? Why am I having this bliss of holiday time? Why are people, you know, trying to, you know, work with me and stuff? What is happening? So this could be negative thinking or low self-esteem. I've said this before, Scorpio, that, you know, we can have a high ego and a low self-esteem because of family issues, or, you know, the way we've been brought up and things like that. So I definitely feel that, you know, if you're not currently in a relationship, if you're currently in a relationship romantically, that person might be cheating on you and your intuition has told you, and you're finding it challenging to maybe believe somebody's lies. If this is family, they could be spreading rumors about you and lying about you, and, you know, you're being told, you know, if they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it. Don't waste energy when this is a beautiful time for you. You know, walk away until you need to experience peace in your presence, love in your presence, you know. King of Cups, yeah. You are top of your game after that watery energy. It could be refreshing, revitalizing for you. Like, you know, we went through the airy season, didn't really suit you much. The first 6 months of 2022 was so up and down for Scorpio and so random that, you know, once we got to Cancer season, it might have felt a bit more like, oh, I'm getting back to myself. I'm starting to feel good again. So don't let negative thoughts, you know, thinking, oh, what's going to spoil it? What's coming next? This is too good to be true. Don't let that take away, okay? Hierophant, and I've seen it, so I'll say it, judgment. So it's definitely a divine timing at work for you here. You've learned a lot of lessons via family or via people lying and cheating and talking lies about you. You've learned a lot. So I think you should be proud of yourself here. You deserve like a break, a holiday from all the things you've experienced. So go ahead and allow yourself that break, that bliss. No need to worry about, you know, what they're saying about you, what he's thinking about you, what she's doing over there. You know, give yourself some time off here. You've gained enough wisdom and experience through negativity, through loss. So it's time that, you know, you welcome in learning through abundance, because you've sort of reached a very high level of elevation here, of ascension, with that King of Cups energy. You've learned not to overly give, right? So it might be that, you know, you was looking after your family, and they were still lying about you. You're like, when these people were throwing dirt on my name, I kept their secrets, you know, like being the bigger person, until you eventually, you know, had to walk away and stop carrying their lies with you. Because you don't need to tell other people it's not the truth or whatever. You need to be able to know that yourself, that you are worthy of love and lovable. That you do deserve a time to relax, not just stress here, because this could be stress. Swords are about thoughts and words. So this, and the 7 is a challenge. So, you know, it's like challenging and defeating yourself if you carry it with you. So you've had to learn to let go of a lot of things here. I've just seen it turn over the Knight of Pentacles, but it was a lot. So somebody has took a long time to act right in your favor. So even if it was to do with family and they were supposed to stand up and back you, and they didn't, it took them a long time to sort of they were being overly cautious protecting themselves, and they could have, you know, very easy stood up with you, but you had to stand up alone. If this was a romantic partner, they cheated on you and ghosted, and they haven't made an offer to you, but they may initiate now. Princess of Wands, this is initiating conversation. Great time to initiate business. You know, with the recent full moon here, with it being in Earth, it's a great time for you guys to have a startup business, start something creative, and that will improve for you. Use what you've learned from past experiences where they go wrong, right? So all the things that could have gone wrong, use that to your knowledge, right? The reason we fail is the quicker we get to success. Fail fast, fail forward, fail frequent, so that we know what's wrong and we can readjust to the right place here. So if it's to do with business there, you could be starting something very creative. Don't doubt yourself with this Seven of Swords. You know, release everything that went wrong. They were just moments in time, and there was answers. There was answers. This is not what you're looking for. There's your answer. So don't be scared to try again and initiate again. Because you know now that way was the wrong way, so I've readjusted, I'm going this way. You're not starting from the beginning, you're starting with knowledge. When things have gone wrong or you failed, if you want to use that word, you're not starting from zero, you're starting with the knowledge that it isn't that way. So I know now it could be that way, or maybe even that way, but I know for a fact it's not that way, so I can cross that off the list. So Princess of Wands, this is communication coming in, somebody initiating communication with you. The Sun, okay, is going to be Leo season during the second half of July. So this will give you real motivation. We were speaking about work, real clarity on where you want to go next and how you can make money. This is healing. This is the answer, yes. With the Sun, so that's really wonderful. It could have been even a Leo that did this, or a Taurus, somebody younger here, but like I said, this could be even family members. That's why I'm trying to spread it out as much as I can over family members and love. But this is so much clarity coming in for you, where, you know, it could have felt like quite dark and questionable here. That you couldn't see your way forward. Now you're going to get like this spotlight that just points the way, right? I mean, even in the dark, it's like you just light it up, Scorpio. So it's like things are always drawn to you here. You know, moths are always drawn to the light. So you might be thinking there is people who are drawn to you, but you're also drawn to them for a very good reason. You're supposed to learn your lesson from them. You're supposed to learn your lesson for them, and that's why butterflies always get caught in a net, right? And you're the butterfly. You're the butterfly, Scorpio, in this example that just downloaded. That, you know, just because you've transformed and changed, and can see the beauty all around you, even the beauty in being the moth, right, that is attracted to the flame. After that spiritual catalyst that you've been in and you became a butterfly, even the butterflies get caught in a net. I think like when you get caught in the net, Scorpio, you're trying to dim and fit in. You're trying to be, okay, I'll fit in with the moths, even though I'm a butterfly. Sorry, I tried to move my chair. So I feel like you're trying to fit in when you was born here to stand out. I mean, I tell you guys all the time, you're the upgrade, you're leading the way. So that means that when the crap first hits, it hits you first, right? And with this Queen of Pentacle energy, it's a time to take care of yourself, but also a time to boss up. You've been very nurturing to other people because, like I say, you've hit and experienced that first, transformed the energy, understood the assignment here. So you might even try to give advice to people who don't want it. So, you know, you're like, I really want to tell this guy to leave his partner, but you know, you might had to have learned to keep it to yourself, because you could have lost a lot of friends that way, or a lot of people that way, family members, cousins, whatever. You could have even lost a business that way, right? Because people, if they don't like you exposing their wounds, you're like, oh, I know what makes you vulnerable. Your intuition is just so powerful with the Hierophant here and the King of Cups that you know immediately, I know what's wrong with that person. So it's like you go straight over and poke them. They've just had open heart surgery. You go, okay, the pain is there, because your intuition tells you where that person's hurting or what that person's hurting about. So you just go over and say, the pain is there. And they're like, ouch, I know, but I didn't want other people to know. And you could have had no bad or ill will intentions, but because you brought that to the light for somebody, you know, it caused an issue, a rift, distance even between you and these people. So you might have felt like, I did nothing wrong, but then eventually learned that, okay, I understand that, you know, I may have exposed what they didn't want exposing here. I definitely feel like you're trying to fit in and you get caught in that net, Scorpio. So I think probably your job is to fly. Butterfly. I think your job is to fly and lead the way by example rather than telling people. And I really know it doesn't come from a negative place. You're just like, oh, I know that answer. And it's very difficult to keep it to yourself because you're very abundant, because you've experienced it. It's not because that you're better, and you don't even believe you're better. You're just ready for the next chapter and the next stage of your life here. So Queen of Pentacles could be a beautiful time to focus, like I say, on business. It could be an earth sign that is going to communicate with you, or if you ask them out or they ask you out, they would say, yes, let's spend some time together here. Let's communicate. Let's talk about things. So that gives you an opportunity to heal. Be careful though. 5 of Wands. Like I was just saying about maybe you'll have this struggle within you that, okay, don't tell them that I know what's wrong with them. Let them speak. A part of healing, I guess, for some is to just feel heard. You might already know the answer, but that person might need to say it. They might even just need to say, please forgive me. So you've got to give them the opportunity to say it. And it goes back to when I said, stop forgiving people when they don't ask, right? Forgive them for yourself and let go. But if this person wants to explain and say sorry, and you're interested in that, you've got to allow them to speak. And I think this could be a struggle for some inside, like, I know it's okay, you was upset about something else, it's okay, but it's not okay. And you've got to allow them to know it's not okay, so they can vocalize it and they can change it and they can heal it, right? The pages are about learning and gathering information, and this is what that person's doing when they have to vocalize, hey, I cheated on you. Hey, I lied about you. I'm sorry, I did that because of ABC, and all you was to me was very nurturing. So I'm sorry about that. Do you forgive me? Then you can say yes with the Sun. Yes, I forgive you. You might even not want to be with them, but, you know, an ear maybe is all what this person may need from you. If they're still lying to you in any sort of way, I think it could erupt in drama. You're like, hey, I'm not interested in your lies. And I think it's because you see straight through them. The only person who can lie to you is you. So you very quickly want to cut off the lies and things like that. Queen of Swords. So this is another person entering into the mix in the second half of July. Queen of Swords, somebody who is open to communication, but might be quite set in their ways. I feel here that, you know, well, I do want to make up with you, but I was right. And that's might be very rigid energy. And look, they know you're a butterfly. You don't need to convince them. They're holding a butterfly in their hand here. There's butterflies all around this person. they've been trying to keep the butterflies to themselves so that they, you know, oh look, she looks like the queen of butterflies. So I definitely feel this person, they're not stupid, but it seems like they're very strict or stuck in their ways or something here. So they have a few years under their belt themselves, and they, you know, they're open to communication now with you as well. So this might be like a different member of the family and stuff like that. Could be multiple members. We have like at least 4 court cards out here. So this is at least 4 people that, you know, need your forgiveness, but they're also learning from you. So I feel like lead the way by example. Don't try convince them of anything or tell them anything, because it's like a losing battle here. They'll just rather argue with you. So I guess as we release that energy, we do see a lot of fiery energy here. The Sun, 5 of Wands, like that'll be Mars energy as we go into Leo season. Princess of Wands there, Page of Wands in the normal deck. A lot of fiery energy here. Giving people motivation, giving people a kick up the bum to move and act. You might just be wanting to chill because you've already been doing the work, but now they feel like acting. Okay, look at this. 2 of Swords and the King of Swords. For some of you, the King and Queen of Swords show up for me like a twin flame connection. So it might be that if you had to heal your twin flame connection, or have union or something, you first needed to heal these family issues. You could be now in 2 minds about your twin flame because now you've evolved. I definitely see you as maybe like, okay, I don't really need to focus so much on the twin flame connection. And that's where is a great place to be at, because that means you're ready for love. So don't let indecision hold you back. There is a decision to be made here. So somebody's coming in, giving you some sort of choice. And it seems to be this King of Swords, but when they show up like that, it usually means to me like it can be a twin flame connection. So a twin flame can be coming in for communicating with you here, trying to heal any rifts, clear any sort of negativity that they have with you, sort of use these swords to cut and make way. For others of you, this is another person that is coming in very quickly, who wants to spend time with you romantically here. So that's very interesting that all these people are being drawn to you. All these, if you like, moths are being drawn to the flame, right? Let's say if you was in a twin flame connection and you've transformed into this butterfly, as we was using that example, this person was a moth, let's say, being drawn to you, their twin flame. What you need to do is you need to continue on your own path as a butterfly. If you try to go towards them, you'll get caught in the net. I don't know why that's a download or a message, but hopefully you lot get it. You know, trying to lower your vibration to meet theirs only gets you stuck in this 3D, you know, world and experiences that people really place too much importance on. Of course, the Death card, transformation, Scorpio. So there is a huge change coming. Look, she's a butterfly. Transformation, that's the Death card there. A lot of change is coming to you here, but it brings in stability, it brings in change within yourself and in others and in communication. Yeah, material and spiritual prosperity here. So we have the 6 of Wands, you overcoming and attracting somebody in. Somebody's very attracted to you. Patience and planning. We did see that Prince of Pentacles turn over, but it flipped over with too many cards as well. So this is 7 of Pentacles, patience and planning. So the time that we didn't spend with each other, or we spent away from the family or the loved one, it could have, we could have been wasting energy focusing on union rather than healing family issues, healing ourselves, whatever it may have been. So that's why the energy was wasted, but it's now getting a more focus with this planning. So you're now getting a hold of it and moving in the right direction. And this is why you might feel that, oh, I'm not really interested in twin flame stuff anymore. That's because you're on the right track. You're not supposed to be solely focusing on words and things like that, right? Partnership and alliance, but then what happens? Union, when you're not expecting it, right? Good luck, guys.